Crystal here from Crystal's Quail and Cocktails. I was starting to set up my incubators to incubate my second batch of fertile quail eggs, and I thought, why am I not filming this? I am not going to be in the video because I'm in my pajamas and looking a hot mess. So hopefully you can just see what I'm doing in this incubator. So what I've done, I have two others set up. You can't see the third one. These are Styrofoam Incubators. There are different brands on the market. The first one I bought, I had horrible hatch rate. And I think the reason was that it had a really big picture window. I think the temperature varied throughout the incubator. I ended up sending it back to Amazon. They refunded my money, and I spent a little bit more for a better incubator. So this incubator is not set up. It is just the bottom. So just the bottom of the incubator, the styrofoam part, and then there's a clear part with different channels to put water in. So if you can see, let me see if I can bring it up so you can see, there's a little indent here. Sorry, I hit the tripod. That is for the cord for the egg turner. So when you buy your incubator, do not skimp on getting an egg turner. Opening and closing your incubator is the worst mistake you can do. So you're going to want to keep it closed as much as possible. It lets out heat, lets out humidity, and that's going to affect your eggs. So I have the bottom, the tray for the water. It's recommended that you use distilled water. You can also, I've also used dechlorinated water like you would for fish or hermit crabs. So I always fill the largest channel unless it's in the summer and it's humid. So basically I'm stopping and looking to see how high the water is. This is a nice new clean incubator. Okay. So it looks pretty good. Then we have our egg turner. The egg turner is sold separate. Always comes with chicken egg racks, so you'll pay a little bit extra to get the quail egg racks. This one holds 120. The other two turners that I have, I've adjusted to hold only 100. And the reason is if I get jumbo eggs from my shire, sometimes they'll get cracked when they're turning. So I have a surge protector here with 6 outlets since I'm plugging in 6 turners, 6 incubators. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I have thermometers that I put in each one of these incubators. And the reason is the temperature gauge on the top part of the incubator tells you the temperature at that level. It does not tell you it at egg level. And actually I forgot to put a piece in, which isn't necessary until you're hatching. But this little screen bottom, you want, basically you put your fertile eggs on this for, since it's quail, 14 days. Then you take them off of the turner and set them directly on this little plastic screen, and then they'll hatch on that. So if you don't put it in while they're on the turner, totally fine. Don't mind my Christmas jammies. But you have to have it, obviously, when you are hatching out. So I'm going to put this, I hope I'm not in it, back in. Okay. So the next thing that I do is I put these thermometers in. I'm going to grab those and grab the glue dots I use to stick them on with. So if you watched my other video about brooding outdoors, you saw this little thermometer that I use. It gives a temperature and a humidity reading, and that lets me know the temperature and the humidity at egg level, which is the information that I need to know. So I'm going to, so these are glue dots. I don't know if you can see them. If you scrapbook or make cards or anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. So it's a little circle dot. It's not permanent. You can kind of roll it and go like this and take it off, but it helps the thermometer to stay in place so it doesn't fall in between the slats of the rack and make the turner not move. Okay, so now I got it on there. I'm just going to stick it in a spot where I can read it. So I paid a little bit more for this incubator. This one has a bigger picture view, but it's a different brand from the one I started with in 2019. These ones have smaller windows, but this brand is more reliable than the brand I originally started with. So now I'm just gonna stick this on the turner just like that, and I'm gonna do the same. Actually, I don't have to show you necessarily, you only need to see one. Maybe I'll just do it on the other one that you can see. So I order, sorry, I hit the tripod again. I order 250 eggs from my shire at a time. In my video from yesterday, I let you know that I start thinking about ordering birds after the new year, because if you wait till, there we go, if you wait till Easter, that's when everybody's on the chick bandwagon. Okay, so we have the thermometers. Not sure if you can, yeah, I don't think you can see this one, but there's one in the second one. They're on there. So we've put our water in. I put it in the largest channel. I pretty much keep it in there unless I'm incubating in the summer and the humidity is high, because the humidity in the, in the environment that the incubator is in can affect the humidity in the incubator. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the top for this one. I'm going to get it plugged in. I'll grab the top for this one, get it plugged in so you can see how I do this. So here is the top for this incubator, and I label my cords so I know what plugs I'm pulling. This is for the incubator. The turner also has a note on it, because at some point you're going to unplug the turner, because you're going to take the eggs off of the turner and put them on the screen for hatching. And so it just makes it easier when I'm pulling plugs for knowing what belongs to what. Okay, so let's get this guy fired up. So the temperature is probably set a little high for the turner, or for the eggs on the turner, but I'm going to plug it in, check it out on the thermometer that I put inside, and adjust as necessary. So these incubators have this screen that has the temperature. I find that, so it'll have where you can adjust from up or down from what it's set at. Manufacturer wise, I don't know what that is. I need to get the little top for this. Oh, you can't see it, it's out of your view. But there's a little hole off to the side of this that gets covered by a little cap, and you remove that cap when the eggs start hatching. All right, just put the little cap in. Here is the new incubator top. Here you can see the little red cap that I was talking about. All right, so now we're going to get this guy plugged in. Okay, so this incubator does not have the same control panel. You adjust the thermostat by turning this little bar. And then this is the, I'm not sure which is heat, which is humidity. I don't know exactly how it works. I can just follow the instructions. But they're both set up. They both have temperatures. I've turned them on. I'm going to watch some TV, fold some laundry, peek in on the temperatures here and then once I feel comfortable with where the temperature is at, that it's not continuing to change, then I'm going to pop my fertile eggs in the incubator. They will incubate on the turner for 14 days. Then they will come off of the turner, go onto the plastic screen. Sorry, I'm moving my arms, it's just creating a shadow. Go onto the plastic screen for hatching. And the only time you want to open your incubator is if you have to. You have to add water to your channel to bring the humidity back up. I have to if one of the thermometers slips off the glue dot and gets stuck in the racks. That's happened before. But otherwise, don't open it and candle your eggs. If you get them from a reputable place, someone who knows how to keep the proper amount of birds, you know, males versus females, and has tested their own batch before they start selling them, you should have at least 50% fertile, if not more. I feel like 50% is the low bar. So I had a great last hatch with my Shire, and I had a great previous hatch with my own eggs. So that is how I set up my incubators. I hope this is helpful if you have not done it before, or if you're looking into deciding to incubate yourself at home. So again, these incubators on these turners hold 120. I take a rack out for 100 for any larger eggs that I get. So I ordered 250 eggs. So between the two incubators, because you can't see the other one, that's 200 eggs. So any extra will go into this third incubator. And obviously, since there's 120 spots and only 50 eggs, plus whatever surplus my Shire gave me, there's plenty of room to spread them out if I need to. Okay, bye for now.